How's it going, everybody? So today I'm going to be talking about episode 6, the series finale or season finale of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Um, so I just wanted to start by saying that I really love this show. It was definitely, for me personally, I liked it a lot better than WandaVision because it was a lot more action packed and there was a lot more things going on. However, I didn't love the last episode. Um, so I'm just going to kind of go over the things that I remember and I want to talk about, and we'll go from there. Just the first big thing that happened was when Sam flies in and he's wearing his Captain America suit, which was gifted from the Wakandans, which is what was in the box at the end of season 5. So actually, I didn't guess this. I thought it was going to be a Captain America vibranium suit similar to Black Panther, just as a kind of a combo of everything. Since Sam Wilson, one of his storylines is the fact that he's black and he wants to be Captain America. So I thought that'd be a really cool twist. But so I wasn't surprised to see Sam as Captain America. However, I thought that was a really cool thing, and I really loved his suit. And then he goes into fight, and it turns out to be, I think his name's Batroc. I can't pronounce it. Um, I had no idea who that was. And then I'm actually rewatching Captain America: The Winter Soldier right now. He's the guy that Captain America fights at the start of Captain America and the Winter Soldier. So pretty cool that in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that's who Sam ends up fighting at the beginning of the last episode. Um, so next we have we talk a little bit about, you get a call between Bucky and Carly talks about how she's working for something bigger than herself, and she kind of has a slight at Bucky and says you don't know what that's like, because when he was the Winter Soldier, he killed a lot of people for something that although it was bigger than himself, it was bigger in a bad way in comparison to that. But I think it's just kind of funny. I saw a meme and it made me think of it as Bucky fought in World War II, and he was in the Battle of Earth, which was in fight in Endgame and Infinity War. So I think it's kind of funny that she's like, you haven't been in something that's bigger than yourself, as he really has. So there was a lot that went on. I loved that. I love seeing in that fight John Walker show up. I hated him the entire series, but seeing him save those people, save the, I think, GRC, Global Repatriation Council, um, that was one of the higher points for me, just to see that they say that the super soldier serum just makes you more of who you are. And it does show that small bit that got him that earned him Captain America to start with. Just the fact that he was a war veteran, he wanted to save people. And he said that at the beginning that he just wants to save people. And that's what he did at the end. And I think that really was a nice character development to see him overcome almost that animal instinction of the super soldier serum just to go kill the guy and decide to save a bunch of people. He did something that really only that we've seen that Bucky and Cap were able to do, and that's do something good with the super soldier serum. And I know, other than Captain America, Steve Rogers, obviously, it's really difficult to do. It took Bucky 70 years, so that's one thing. And then we go on to learn that Sharon Carter is actually the power broker, which to me felt very forced. I just I didn't like it. I didn't see it as a big thing. I thought this would have been an awesome, an amazing time to tie in a former villain that never really got the ending that from one of the previous movies. Just because Sharon, she's been in so many movies, and she's into shady stuff, but for me, she's not an intimidating character. You see her in these fights earlier in the series, and yeah, it's really cool. But she has, I don't know, it's hard to wrap my head around that she's the power broker. I just feel like they made such a big deal out of it. It was almost in your face, duh. Um, and then seeing Carly die as she was trying to kill Sam, and Sharon actually killed her. That was something really big for me. Again, I would have liked to see something come of that, come of her character, since Sam believed in her so much. He just just seeing her die, she was such a big character, she just died. I don't know if and she obviously won't come back. They gave her a pretty good death. It was pretty obvious. But just for me, they made her such a big bad character that it's just kind of underwhelming. And then we have the speech that Sam gives about how America can do better and the world can do better and help people that need it. And I loved the speech personally. I think it was an amazing speech. It was something that really like applied to today and how things are going today. However, it felt just a little forced to me in the show. Um, just Sam landing and them talking, and he just starts off on this huge speech. It's just kind of, I get the point, but I don't know. I've noticed like they have Sam as this character development, learning what it's like and trying to overcome all this. It's just, I don't know. It all felt forced to me. I don't know how else to explain it. And then we've got a few things I wanted to note was the fact that like Zemo killed the rest of those people, which I thought was pretty funny. They get at least mentioned Zemo again once he left, but that's all you really got from him, which again I feel like was an underwhelming ending as well for him. They made him a really big character in the first 4 episodes, and then just kind of took him away. He's in jail. The Wakandans had him, and I'm confused about the Wakandans. They show up, then they just leave. Like it all just feels like it doesn't tie together super well right now, just from the standpoint that yes, you want it to be Sam and Bucky in the end, but like with the fight, but it's just almost like they had all these like so many characters introduced or reintroduced from previous movies, but they just played such minimal parts. So that was one thing. And then the lady, she's played by she's a I don't even remember the word, one of the famous people who come in and like plays a role. I don't know. I can't think of anything right now. I'm struggling. But who makes John Walker US agent, which I don't know who US agent is, so I'm interested to see how that goes. But again, like I'm kind of confused about that character. I feel like that's going to be developed more though. Um, so I really hope that is something, and I'm glad to see John Walker get a chance to do something. I'm assuming being a U.S. agent is a good thing and not a villain thing. But I think I'd like to see him get another chance as the good guy. Maybe just obviously he shouldn't have been Captain America. That's a role that few men can play, and I think that Sam Wilson fits that mold so well. Um, and then I love how he had a statue for Isaiah Bradley at the end, just in the Cap part of the memorial, and that was really nice for me. Lastly, I think the thing for me that really that was disappointing and underwhelming about this is just they didn't they started off with Bucky having such a big character development, him trying to turn away from being the Winter Soldier. Um, and I think they tried to give it a close at the end, but they just dropped it. And I think that like a big thing that they had is like obviously there was racial issues they want to talk about, but I think they were trying to hit like on trauma and overcoming stuff like that and overcoming mental problems, especially like now in COVID and stuff. A lot of people are having those, as well as the racial tensions have been rising so much recently in all these events. So I think they're trying to develop these themes, but it just felt like they didn't give enough attention towards the end to the mental illness side of this, like all this emotional stuff that Bucky's going through. I feel like because he's going through a lot. I mean, obviously he made amends, but it was almost like I don't know, it just felt like he just left a whole part of his life behind him, which is sometimes like something you have to do. I've never experienced this kind of trauma, and I'm thankful for that. But I just feel like I wish I would have gotten to walk through it a little bit more with him just to kind of experience how that went rather than it just being a constant fight. Because you can tell in those fights, he's not the Winter Soldier anymore. He doesn't fight like he did when he was the Winter Soldier. He seems a lot weaker. And I was talking to my girlfriend about that, and she said that it's because he's trying to leave that part, like the Winter Soldier, behind him. He's trying to become himself. And I never thought about it like that, but it makes sense. However, I just feel like when you're trying to watch that, I'd like to see it. I'd like to see him like in his mind, like, okay, I'm not gonna be this killing machine. I'm gonna be like who I am, and I'd like to see it get to a point where he can fight like he used to as the Winter Soldier, the guy who went toe to toe with Cap and about won against him, while also getting to be himself. So that was something I wanted to see. That's pretty much it. The in credit scene where Sharon reveals that she's the power broker, and that she said start lining up our buyers. Super soldiers might be off the menu, but we've got like access to government secrets and stuff. I think that's putting her as the bad person for if there's a second season or if there's going to be another movie, which is interesting. However, she just doesn't seem that bad to me, which obviously could change. It's just since she's like been a character in a couple of different movies, it's just I would have loved to see someone else, a new bad guy or something emerge. But I'm hopeful for like the next part of what's to come because again, like this is my first time experiencing Marvel live. So I got to watch them all in a row and I never had to have all these cliffhangers and stuff for a while. So I'm just kind of walking through the motions. But I really love the show and I can't wait for Loki to come out. I think that's next or if it's Black Widow, I can't even remember anymore. But I'm so excited for to watch some more. So that's all I really have for us today. Thank you so much and make sure you leave a like and comment down below. Have a great day.